This presentation is over graphing conics. Today we'll be graphing ellipses, circles, hyperbolas, and parabolas. Conics are the study of shapes formed in two inverted cones are cut by a plane. The general form for all conics is ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. It's the first 5 letters of the alphabet. The standard forms for conics are what we're going to go over next, and the equations we're going to go over are the ellipse equation, the circle equation, the hyperbola equation, and the parabola equation. The ellipse equation is x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. The circle equation is, in parentheses, x minus h squared plus, in parentheses, y minus k squared is equal to r squared, which is the same as radius squared. The hyperbola equation is, in parentheses, x minus h squared over ax minus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1, and that's the horizontal hyperbola. The vertical hyperbola is, in parentheses, y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared is equal to 1. The parabola equation is x minus h is equal to a, in parentheses, y minus k squared, and that's the horizontal parabola. And the final equation is for vertical parabola, and it's y minus k is equal to a, in parentheses, x minus h squared. The first conic we're going to work on is the ellipse conic, and the equation is up in the corner for you. Okay, so to go side to side, you're going to go to a, which is the square root of a squared, and to go up and down, you're going to look at b, which is the square root of b squared. And the center is h, k, which it is for all of the conics. So here is an equation we're going to work on. So if you want to try to do this by yourself, you can just look at the equation and pause and try to graph it yourself, and you can check on the next slide. But if you want me to walk you through, here we go. Okay, so you're going to look at the equation, and to find the a squared, you're going to look under the x plus 3, and it's 9, so you have to square root that, so it simplifies to 3, so the a is going to equal 3, so that's going to be our side to side. And the b squared, you're going to have to go look under the y minus 2, and the b squared is 16, and we're going to simplify that to be 4, so our up and down is 4. And our center is the h, k, which I wrote them above, just that way you remember. And since you have to flip the signs, the total center is negative 3, 2. Now, if you want to pause right here and try to graph yourself, I'm about to show the graphed equation. Okay, here it is. I kind of highlighted the dots that we could see a little bit better. But the center is in red. It's negative 3, 2. And a, you move side to side, 3, and on both sides. And for b, you go up 4 and down 4. And that is a quick little tutorial on how to graph an ellipse. The next conic we're going to work on is the circle, and the equation is up at the top if you need it. And r squared is going to be the side to side and the up and down, so the r is basically going to do the a and the b job. Here is the equation we're going to work. X plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 9. The center is going to be negative 3, 1, and the r squared is equal to 9, so the r is equal to 3. So you're going to go up 3 and down 3 and side to side 3. So if you want to do it yourself, just pause it and check. So the r's are in blue, like I said, 3 up, 3 down, 3 to the side, and 3 to the other side. And the center is negative 3, 1. Pretty simple graphing. Okay, the next conic we're going to work on is the hyperbola conic. And the top one is the horizontal equation, and the bottom one is the vertical equation. And for this lesson, we're only going to work on the horizontal equation. The asymptotes for this equation is going to equal y is equal to plus or minus b over a. That's going to be the same as rise over run. Okay, here is the equation we're going to work on. It is x squared over 16 minus y squared over 9. And if there is no h and k, then the center is going to be 0, 0. So the a is equal to 4 and the b is equal to 3 because a squared is equal to 16 and b squared is equal to 9. The y is plus or minus b over a, which is rise or run, and so in this case it's going to be y is equal to plus or minus 3 over 4. So here is the graphing. So it's a little bit confusing. So what it is you go from the center, which we said was 0, 0, and you're going to go up 3. So you're going to put the little green dot 3 above, and then you go down 3. So put 3 down, and then you're going to go over 4. So you're going to move the dot over 4 to the right and over 4 to the left. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw your asymptote line. So you're going to start at either the top or the bottom square, and you're just going to make a square around by connecting the lines that each of the dot is on. So you're going to connect the y is equal to 3 and the x is equal to 4 lines around into a square. And then you're going to go up through the corners and you're going to draw this asymptote line in order to show which way your hyperbola can come out. And then you're just going to draw your hyperbola lines. And that is how you do a hyperbola conic. The final conic we're going to do is the parabola, and we're only going to work on the horizontal parabola this time, but both the equations are there. And if you're wondering what A is equal to 1/4 p, and p is the focus to the vertex, and the vertex to the directrix, and we will go over that more. Here is the equation we're going to work on. We're going to work on x is equal to negative 1/8, and then in parentheses y minus 2 squared. The center is going to be 0, 2, and the p is equal to absolute value a, and a right now is equal to negative 1/8. So p is equal to absolute value negative 1/8, and that's supposed to be equal to 1/4. So if you simplify that, p is equal to 2. Now we're going to graph it. So as I said, p is equal to the vertex to the focus and the vertex to the directrix. So the center or the vertex is in red, and the p is 2, so you're going to go back 2 for the directrix and up 2 for the focus. And that is how you graph a parabola.